Hi, Jess.
Hi, Hannah.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
We have you in today for a holistic hand assessment. So we'll be checking the function of the hands and seeing where there might be some weakness or room for improvement that we can do via more holistic measures. So this is going to be using certain oils or ointments to increase the blood flow, as well as pressure point therapy and some other various fun tools to stimulate the energy points, okay?
Great.
So if you could just lay your hands out flat for me. I'm going to start with inspection. Do you have any current issues with the hands? Any aches, pains, weakness, tingling that I should know about?
I do crochet, so oftentimes I'll get kind of a sensitivity here.
In both sides, or is it just the one?
Just the one side. Actually, I pointed to the wrong hand. It'll be my right hand.
The right hand, okay. So I'll take a look at that. And with crochet, that is one needle, right?
Yeah, yep, one hook.
So one hook, so you're predominantly holding it in your right hand, but you still use your left hand, right? You're still...
Yeah, I'm like gripping the project too.
But it's not as much of this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So soreness in that area. I'm not seeing any bruising. You can flip this hand for me, please. I'm just going to feel that. I want to compare side to side for me, please. Feel the joints. And there's more stiffness in these joints. Flip over again for me, please. My hands are quite cool.
I do get cold hands and feet often.
Do you ever get tingling or numbness?
Oh, not so much.
Okay, just the coolness. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have you make some motions with your hands, and I want you to tell me if anything is uncomfortable. Let's start with this right side. I'll have you go up like this, and up and down with the thumb. Is any of that uncomfortable?
No.
Okay, can you go down, up and down with the fingers, open and close? That's okay.
Yeah.
Spread out nice and wide. Don't let me close them. Good, nice and strong. And then nice and tight. Don't let me open them. Can you rotate your wrist? That's me cracking, not you. All right, and we'll do the same thing on this side, up like this. Thumb up, thumb down. Okay, hand in and out. So I'm noticing there's definitely a circulation issue. You're getting a lot of paleness in the hand when you do that, and it's a little bit slower to come back. Okay, fingers out nice and wide. Don't let me push them in. Weakness in the third finger. Check over here. No, it's much stronger over here. Okay, and all the way in for me, please, and don't let me open them. Okay, close your eyes and tell me where I'm touching you by pointing this finger first. I'm going to do the left arm, and then you'll switch. You'll use this finger to point on the right arm, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. Good. So your proprioception is much more acute on this right side. You're able to really feel much more, and then also take the finger to the exact right place. Here you were a little all over the place. That could also just be, are you dominant hand, are you left-handed?
Right-handed.
You are right-handed, okay. So just something to keep in mind. I also noticed that the hand was paler on this side, so the blood flow issue is going to have an impact on sensation as well. All right, I am going to get some measurements. First, take this for a moment. Oops. I'll be introducing some elements soon, so I'm going to put a barrier between my skin and yours so I'm not absorbing what we're using. So especially want to get measurements around where that pain was. So just relaxed hand, nice relaxed hand. And here. This one's so much cooler, left hand. And it's also smaller, so let me just go right on this joint. 23, and then on this joint. 22, actually this one's a little bit wider there. On that joint, let's see here. Relax the hand. Yeah, just a smidge wider. And feel that pulses. Weaker on the left side than the right side. So I'm just feeling for any differences side to side, and then I'll confirm with the measuring tape if I feel it. There's something there. So swelling here. So thumbs are not even. Okay. Let's start by just sanitizing the hands. I'm going to place a towel down so that we can work with some oils. Are you allergic to anything?
No.
Okay. I'm checking common energy points for blockages. So you're super blocked right here on both sides. That's going to affect circulation. It's going to cause more pain, tenderness when you do activities with your hands. Blocked here. Yeah, there. Okay, we can clear that out. Any brain fog lately?
I have been having some, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the tips of the fingers are brain link points, and they're all a little bit fuzzy.
Lavender smells nice.
Yeah. This is a great lavender cleansing spray. I'm just going to clean the hands, make sure there's no oils or dirt that's going to prevent us from proceeding with the success of our elements. Nothing that's going to keep it on the surface. I'm going to grab a nice warm towel. We'll just keep that there if we need it. Next, going in with a moisturizing mist. I'm going to start with this. This is an Arnica extract. So there are a couple points I noticed, so start with this one. Let me know if there's anything too painful or intense. I don't want to be hurting you, but I do want to stimulate the point that's blocked. Not that one. This one here. Going this way. I'm going to work on some of those fatigue points. And there was one. We had one right here. That might be a little sore. applying just a little bit of oil. Try and bring some of that circulation back into the hand. Activating the sore muscle. Is pressure okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this hand's still quite cool. I'm going to place a couple of acupressure rings on you. So these are going to look really scary, but I promise you they're not. And if this is uncomfortable for you at all, let me know. I'm stimulating the pressure points right above the knuckle. And how does that feel? Is that too intense?
That's good.
But you should feel some, blood flow starting to move to these areas. Okay. While that side does that work, it'd be really important for you to stretch your hands so you can increase the blood flow and the energy flow through the tips of the fingers, because everything's getting blocked up right here where you're doing overuse. It's causing the fingertips to be a little bit neglected. That's going to lead to that brain fog, the energy not flowing all the way through to recycle out through the tips of your fingers. So you're going to get a lot of stale, stagnant energy. That's that fog. You can call it energy, you can call it blood flow. I mean, our blood is not supposed to sit stagnant. That's how you'll wind up with clots or sores, things like that. You sit in a bed for a long time, you're going to get sores because you're supposed to move the blood around in the body. So it's all aligned. Got an amethyst scratcher here. Amethyst is really good for stress release and anti-anxiety. So especially with that oil, that should just glide really smoothly and feel like a nice, relaxing scratch. And there's these little red lines forming. This is blood flow rushing to the area, our body telling us that, hey, like this is being stimulated and I want to investigate that and check that out. It's really cool to see how the body works like that. Right. The tips of the fingers. Perfect. Let's remove these. So you'll see they left little marks. That means that they were positioned properly. They need to be firm enough to work, but not so intense that they hurt you. So you can see there's so much more blood flow now to the tips of the fingers. Let's just massage that out. Perfect, thank you. Feels really great up the arm, towards the crease of the arm, just to relax you. And again, provide you with that slight scratch stimulation. Awakening the body. Oh, I love your tattoo here. So nice.
Thank you.
Does that mean that you always have to be standing north for it to be correct? I think it would be best this way right now.
Yeah. Makes a lot more sense.
Just keep walking that way. You'll hit the water eventually. And you'll know where you are.
Can reorient.
Yeah, exactly. There. And we'll take a look at the hands. Turn these around. So you should see the skin return to normal. These little marks should go away at some point in the next 1 to 2 hours. But because they're so pitted, even after a short period of time, I think you need more hydration. Do you drink enough water?
Not today.
Okay. So yeah, definitely a little bit dehydrated. You can even, not so much that the turgor is slow, but enough that you're getting this sort of indentation that's pretty pronounced still even after I've massaged it out. So more water. Add a little bit of lemon to your water or lime, anything with some acidity and zest. That will be really helpful for you, I think. Keeping you a little bit warmer. And room temperature water, ideally. Or cool but not cold, so no ice cubes. That's only going to make the stagnation worse in the hands. You already have a decent amount of internal coolness and dampness, so we want to remove that. All right, let's do a quick rinse with our rose water. Just remove some of the slickness of the oil. Not too sticky. Open up the palms for me. I'm going to drop one drop in. Let's do one more over here so we have a full drop. Center you. Okay. Give me a movement around, shake them out a little. How are we feeling?
Great.
Okay. More water, room temperature, and you can definitely just stretch out that finger every once in a while. You're crocheting for like 20 minutes, put down the hook and stretch it out. You also could, scrape it a little bit just to get the blood flowing there, to get it kind of moving and loose and warm again, okay? All right. Well, Jess, it's great to see you again, and I hope you're feeling much better.
Oh, thank you so much.